Fuck me up. How am I going to... Oh, God.
One minute 31.04.
Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of practice, trying to get my pit entry right. We made such a hash of it last week at WLSR. I thought I'd try a few just before we start qualifying. First one to go too well. I've just tried one. I didn't realise my pit box was so near the entrance, so I basically overshot it before it even realised. So we're going to give that another try. I think in the second race my pit box will be further down the pit lane because I'll be further up the grid. So that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to hit brake hard, hit the limiter. Oh man, where's my pit guy? God, that is no way I'm going to hit that.
One minute 29.459. Are on your right. Clear on the right. Are on your right. All clear, all clear.
Yeah, not a good look. That's pretty hilarious. Oh well. I'm kind of hoping my pit box is a bit further up the pit lane for the second race where we have to pit stop. It's at least kind of good practice to get the entrance right, which I didn't there, obviously.
1 minute 40.374.
We're about 2 minutes to qualifying. That's where this race could be difficult because once you get into this section behind the jetters, they're much slower cars. There's not really many places you can actually go past them until you get past this corner here. That's going to be a question of trying to... It's going to get pretty bunched up down there, I reckon.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left. You got one on your left. Still there. All clear, all clear.
That's my pit guy, as you see.
Car on your right. Clear on the right. 1 minute 26. 808.
I think it's better to go down again that black corner. I've been trying not to, but it's forced to do it this corner. For me, anyway. There's quite a lot of guys who are a lot faster than me, so sadly. I'm gonna be just trying to hang on, I think, to most of them in front. Oh, there we go. End of. Right, qualifying underway. If you're watching the stream, then you might well find you'll hear a beep, which is kind of like telling me to change up gear. So it's when I get to the rev limit for that gear, or the optimum sort of point to change gear, basically. So you'll hear a beep and stuff. Let's get that ready. Let's do that one. Right. You'll hear a beep when I'm sort of due to change gear, basically. Now, to be honest with you, I'm just going to use my qualifying as a bit of an extra practice, because I don't really think it makes a lot of difference. I'm not going to be making any sort of staggering laps, I don't think, in qualifying. Really, all I'm going to try and do is survive the race. It's kind of like my general tactic for these races. Second race, it's reverse grid based on championship position. So I'm sort of 6th from bottom in this class, so basically I'm going to be roughly 6th on the grid, as far as I'm aware. So I think really the order of the day is...
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. They say you cut the cord. You have to slow down and give up the time gained. Clear on the left.
So it's going to be difficult. People tend to give you sort of seem to signal that it's kind of okay for you to go down the inside, but it's not really. Anyway, what was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, I think really it's just a question of just trying to survive. Hopefully I might be able to at least hold my position in race 2, or not drop too many positions. That's the kind of game plan. Oh, cold tyres. But we shall see. Basically, I think I'm just going to enjoy the tunes and just try and stay out of trouble. That's my plan.
Got one on your left. Clear on the left. Got one on your left. All clear, all clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your right. Still there. Clear on the right. Got one on your left.
Sorry, comrades.
Clear
I was probably a little bit late.
Got one on your left. All clear, all clear. 1 minute, 13.564. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Got one on your right. Clear on the right.
Nice. Oh well, never mind. I'll try and remember not to change up to 5th gear in that corner. I keep changing up to 5th gear before the corner. It's killing me because I'm carrying too much speed into the corner. So I'm running wide and then
Car on your right.
I need to get on the brakes quite heavily.
All clear, all clear. Car on your left. All clear, all clear. Minute 15.444. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Got one on your right. Keep left. All clear, all clear. 1 minute 13.142.
Sorry, kid. Tristan. Well done, buddy.
No worries, mate. Sure, if they're down session as soon as man.
That's when you get that last corner, right? Can I? Really carrying too much speed in there.
13.781. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Sorry if I cut you up a bit there, Hedge.
Let you in, mate.
Losing a lot in that last corner. Can't seem to get the car in.
Car on your left. 1 minute 12.818. Clear on the left.
Oh, fucking hell. That's what I get for trying to look at the other screen. Oh dear. Never have more than one screen open at one time. Especially not when you're racing. That'd be my advice. Okay, well, 46 seconds left to qualify. Safely say I'm probably last in the Kias. Oh, not quite. Wow, there are people slower than me. That's pretty impressive. So we're going to be relying heavily on a lot of accidents in front of us, I think. But to gain any places, I don't think I'm going to be. You can see I haven't really got the pace of a lot of the other cars on this circuit. Not really that good for this circuit. I struggle a little bit in this car when I'm first racing. Because most of the cars I tend to do on iRacing and spend a lot of time in the rear wheel drive cars. So that doesn't really help too much. Getting a front wheel drive car, it's something very difficult, especially like in that last corner where you normally probably push the back end round. Like in this, if you start hitting, if you got to lay the throttle down, it pulls the front end back. So where you sort of think you're going to oversteer off the course, you'll
One, stop on the sign.
No, I hope that pit stop is, pit box is much further down the pit lane. Excuse me, sorry. Right. I don't envisage this is going to be a very clean, well, not clean race. I'm sure it'll be a quite clean race for most people, but I can imagine this is going to be quite a difficult race to get away without getting any incident points, things like that. You can see there, 18th, out for 20 Kias. So my teammates in this are Andrew Whitehead. He's in the same team as me, same livery car. We do have John Roberts as well, but he's not racing tonight by the looks of things. Or maybe he's coming along later, I'm not too sure. And there's another member of the team in the Kias as well, in the Jettas, which is Stuart Atkinson. Anyway, right, here we go. The race is on. We'll get gridded up, shall we? Oh, see how far back I am. Quite a way back. Knock the fuel right down. Just in case we have to pit, every chance. Probably for repairs. 1 minute 30 to green lights. Oh. Alright.
Good looking one on this 2-lane highway.
So the first corner's going to be, first few corners in this car are going to be very difficult with the cold tyres. It's very slippery, catches a lot of people out. So probably me mostly. So we're going to do fairly cautious into turn 1. Hopefully people behind me are going to be just as cautious. Here we go, race 1, round 4 of the World League Sim Racing Club 73 touring cars. There'll be a little break in between race 1 and 2, so I'll probably stop the stream in between rather than keep it running. So keep an eye out for that. If you wanted to watch the broadcast stream, then that's on Apex Racing TV on YouTube. Pretty good. There's good commentary on that. The guys that do that do a good job actually. So definitely worth a watch if you get tired of my viewpoint. Wish me luck.
Green, green, green. You got one on your right. Stay left. Clear on the right. Or on your right. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Don't forget for a full track listing. To hear the show again, head over to
Okay, so far so good. So we're coming up to one of my favourite corners, not. That's why. Oh man.
You got one on your left. All clear, all clear. You got one on your left.
I'm going to have to let all these Kias through, and Jettas through, I think.
Too wide there. Stay right.
See if I can slot myself in without taking anybody out.
Clear on the left.
That's what I mean about the cold tyres. Just killed me there. I had to brake a bit too hard. And turn at the same time.
Clear on the left.
To sit behind these Kias now. Jettas, I keep doing the wrong things. I'm in a Kia, they're in a Jetta.
You got one on your left.
Hopefully not get caught up in anybody trying to make some
Clear,
ground.
all clear. Clear on the left. 1 minute 33.844. You got one on your left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Okay, so we're back up a bit behind all the Kias now. I've managed to get through through all the Jettas, so that's given me a little bit of clear air. I need to try and gather this back up a little bit now. Oh, tyres just kill me, honestly. This isn't a good circuit. They don't really get. So it'll take a little while to warm up. You have to remember that in race 2 with the mandatory pit stop. Certainly coming out the pits with fresh tyres is going to be a bit of a killer, so you have to take that really easy.
1 minute 13.913. You're in the top 20. Good job, man. Got one on your right. Clear on the right.
Getting a little bit tense now going into some of these corners. So had a bit of a, having had a little bit of a bad start. Getting a bit sketchy on the tyres so far, so kind of probably up to temperature a little bit more now, so I'll probably push a little bit harder in some of these corners. But, so it makes you a little bit wary when you have a couple of little moments like I've had.
Minute 13.001.
Seeing all those jetters in the pits there, I'm just wondering if I caused havoc as I came through, causing a load of accidents, so I'll have to watch that back on the broadcast in between the races, just to see if I did. Might be apologising to a lot of people. Okay, it's going to start getting fairly interesting soon, I should think, because we're going to be amongst the key at the jetters again pretty soon. So that means we're going to have to start trying to negotiate through traffic, as well as
That car is a lap down.
there's had a little bit of a moment there.
1 minute 13.273. Car on your left.
So just in case you're wondering if you've only just joined in the stream, or you haven't, you didn't hear me say earlier on, the beeping that you can probably hear on the stream is basically something. I've got a bit of software that's running which tells me or indicates to me the optimum point of change up. So it's the optimum revs basically for the change up, so I maximise the power on the change. Obviously sometimes I'll go with it, sometimes I'll, like I did back there, I'll sort of ignore it a little bit. And then when I go into the pits, there's a series of beeps which sort of tells me that the pit speed limit line is coming up just before I hit the pit, so I can make sure I scrub up all my speed. That's the point of that.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
See, we're kind of hitting the jetters, are we? Or maybe not. He was in the pits a little while, so he's a bit of a straggler. Back out of that. I don't think I was going to get run. I was going to get to him before he made the corner, which I really would have liked to have done. Could have kept my momentum going a bit there. But that's where
1 minute 13.253.
some of these multi-classes is going to be a little bit tricky. especially on a circuit like this, which is quite tight.
One minute, 13.131. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. 1 minute, 13.249. You got one on your left. All clear, all clear.
That was Harry Maderchi. How love with Adam White.
You got one on your right. All clear, all clear.
You know, it's a bit too much as to whether to go through there, but I don't think I would have made it really, and I didn't want him to push him off wide if I'd have got it wrong, so I thought it was better of it really. Probably compromised him a little bit in that corner for his racing line, but that's kind of the trouble. You've got to try and be a bit kind of cautious and
Or on your right. All clear, all clear. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. 1 minute, 14.25.
some jitters here squabbling. I have to back off really. Do the pass on this section.
Or on your right. 3 wide, you're on the left. All clear, all clear. You got one on your left. Clear on the left. One minute, 15.406. You got one on your left. You got one on your right. Left. Stay left. 3 wide, you're on the left. You got 1 on your right. You're 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. You got 1 on your right. Still there. Clear on the right.
This is where these races get quite fun. Trying to pick your route through
Car
the
on your left. Clear on
through the
left.
slower cars. I was trying to battle with the cars in your class as well, so
Car on your left. All clear, all clear. That car is a lap down. Car on your left. 1 minute 14.904. Clear on the left. Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
forced me into a bit of a mistake there, so I hope
Clear
I
on
can
the right. Got 1 on your
make
right.
it a little bit
Left.
be a little bit
All
careful.
clear, all clear.
So you don't want to take out the Jetta as well.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
So I could try and capitalise on that, but I couldn't quite get it done.
1 minute 14.822.
Okay, well, I'm happy with 15th, to be honest with you. Not the most thrilling result, but again, got to the end without too much incident. It's just those first opening laps really causing all the problems, so
Alright, man. Bring it on home and let's get out of here.
hopefully with the fact that I'm a bit further up the grid, I might be able to avoid some of the congestion that was causing me a bit of a problem and having to watch people's braking and stuff, so you never know, I might be able to try and get a decent result. I'd like to try and finish in something in the top 10 would be nice, without losing too many places. I don't know if it's actually going to be possible really for me in this race. I think I'm not really fast enough, I don't think. I haven't quite got the pace of some of these guys around here. Main advantage for me, I think, is that I'm pretty good in the traffic. I sort of seemingly managed to pick my way through the traffic reasonably well. So those beeps I was talking about, so it just makes a noise as you approach. Where's my pit box then? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, there we go. Anyway, I'll pause and get out of that. So, yeah, let's go back a couple of laps because there's a pretty exciting moment there. I was coming up behind these two. We came up on a load of jetters. Obviously, I was right behind this lot. Managed to make a little bit of a move to the outside. They kind of got stuck on the inside. You can see here, just moved around the outside, just sort of picked my moment, managed to go wide. So my two Kia colleagues got boxed in there. So made life a little bit easier for me, and I was just able to squeeze that little bit of extra room on the outside there without causing any problems. So definitely helped. Couldn't quite make it work for me on with Neil when he had the little bit of a slip up there. If we sort of zoom forward a little bit, just come up into this bit, and it's quite busy on the track, as you can see. So just coming up to it here, so I'm quite close to him. You know, got a reasonable chance of making a bit of a challenge on him if I can get close enough. Ran a little bit wide there. Just coming into this corner, we just got caught behind Ian, I think it was, Ian King. I got pushed a little bit wide. I tried to make it a little work a little bit. I sort of almost tried to box him in a little bit there, but got to be a little bit careful. As it turned out, we managed to get through that little section without too much incident, so that's quite good. But that was good fun. Anyway, I hope you might join me for race 2. We'll catch up soon. Okay. Cheers.